you are happy to be in the presence of God, I want to hear you make some noise for Jesus. I can take that noise, but not Jesus. So if you're happy to be in the presence of God, I want you to make some noise for Jesus. I want you to mutter tongues under your breath even as you take your seat. It don't say. It don't say with the bread of life they try to toast you. I mean, it don't say. It don't say with the bread of life they try to toast you. Because tell me, amongst how many billion peoples on earth, but he still chose to love you. So don't be worried if he does not have your phone number. He doesn't need that. Because he has your hair number. I mean, he has the number of every hair on your head. You see, he's mindful of you. Psalms 4 verse 8 say, who goes you, man, where God, they think of you. Where in mind, they full of you. He's mindful of you. I mean, God mind day for you. So brotherly, I go lie for you. He don't say where, he don't wait for you to come. And he promised that his spirit is going to be in you. And he will lead you through. So tell me, why are you worried? Why are you worried? Don't you know you worry because you fear? In preaching, it means it gets to do you because your mind is skip. Or don't you know because you fear because you lack faith? In preaching, it means your heart they quick skip because you don't know God. But faith comes by hearing. And hearing by the word. I mean, faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word. So my son, tell me, why you know the hear word? Why you know the hear word? He said in his word that all power and authority in heaven and the earth has been given to you. So tell me, by this time, you're supposed to know, say you have the right to speak. Because I have a right to speak. You see, we all have rights to speak. But let's imagine if we all were not made. Then tell me, who will have a right to speak? Tell me. Who will have a right to speak words? You see, words are drawing of symbols. A stroke, another stroke, and a dash will give you an A. The pronunciation of sound patterns that approximate a thought in a person's mind. According to the Oxford Dictionary, words are used as a unit of language that means something. And therefore God spoke, let there be light. And there was light to see. The exact same word coming out of God's mouth actually meant something. No wonder Mark 11:23 says, you will have what you say. So my brothers and sisters, I tell you, something would not mean something except you open up your mouth and say something. Again, I say, something would not mean something except you open up your mouth and say something. Or have you not heard the saying? That a closed destiny equals a closed mouth. So if you're not speaking, definitely you are dying, because death is equivalent to life when life is not mentioned. The life of a 9-month-old baby rests in the sounds that it makes. Or why do you think a mother whose daughter is at the verge of dying always calls her daughter by her name, looking for some response? Because the power of life and death rests on the tongue. So I beg you, please say something. You could say something to save a life now. Or forever keep your mouth shut as you prepare to kill your own life now. Or why do you think in the joining of two becoming one? It is said by the priest once, speak now or forever hold your silence. Silence is deadly. But you could never know how well silence can kill you, except you just finish saying hi. So a beautiful girl who just walks past and snubs you or don't even mind you. And I know it disturbs you, ladies, if you have been dating or married to a man for so long and you can't remember the last time he said, I love you. You see, words can kill you. Because right here, this is the same thing when God tells a Christian, I never knew you. Words can kill you. And they can also make you, like the stories of 1,000 years, your words live on. So I beg you, please watch what you say. And watch how you say it, because what goes into a man doesn't defile him much as what comes out of a man. You see, Your words are precious. Your words are like egg. When they fall to the ground, it's hard to pick them back up. Words can bless you. Words can curse you. Words can even be in the form of a cane to correct you, but words aren't just mere words. Words are instruments. Instruments so effective, far more than 2,000 scientists who would have known. The venturing into phenomenon, binding all laws of physics together, who would have known the words could create animals? Bone structure formed like magic, pumping blood from the heart, which is the main sort of his life. Who would have known that by the pronunciation of the word, let there be, everything can come into existence? Words are powerful. Words are powerful. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through the pulling down of stronghold. You see, I have seen stronghold. I met a boy who told me he's where he is right now in life because of what his father told him. So parents, I beg you, be careful what you speak to your children. He told me he could never really understand because his father said he had a blockhead, so no matter how well he tries to read, he could never really understand. And now they blame the girl who got pregnant for the only boy who told her she was beautiful. Why? Because her mom that carried her for 9 months told her she was ugly. She would be a fool not to believe that she was ugly. And all of you seated here, I want you all to always pray that you're never in the situations where your own children call you their uncle in the presence of their friends. You see, words are powerful. In the beginning of heaven and the earth, in the beginning when God created the heavens and the earth, He created every single thing with the words from His mouth. And that's why I know my first mention, words is for creation before communication. God said, let there be, and everything came into existence. But you and I, He breathed His own life into and make us manifest the same power that He has to speak things and see them come to pass. So my standing on this stage this evening is just come to remind you of how powerful you are. So if you're in a situation, no matter what it is, and you complain about it, I pray God is just looking at you from heaven and say, whose son is this? When last have you opened up your mouth and say a thing and see it come to pass? Just like He did. If God can command the earth and see it form, what about you? So why and how long will you stay in your situation complaining, murmuring about what you're going through, when you can just utter a word and see it come to pass? So brothers and sisters, I leave you with this. Whenever you find yourself in a situation, breathe life into it, because the power of life and death rests on your tongue. Don't allow the word influence your tongue. Don't let your tongue be tongue twisted because of what's happening in this world. Because the scripture says where men are saying there's a casting down, we will say there's a lifting up. And it's not because the things around us are good. It's because of the faith we have in God. So wherever and whatever situation you find yourself, I beg you, remember whose son you are. And remember that the power of life and death rests on your tongue. Thank you.